Hi everybody, this is Belinda from Belinda's Book Nook, and today I'm going to do part 2 of my birthday book haul. First, I just wanted to say sorry it's taken so long. It has been, well, I've been working on the projects and stuff in our backyard, but the heat has kicked up, and literally it is just, I think today we're supposed to get 97-degree weather. So, and it's high humidity. So I am so hot, unmotivated. It's hard to sit down and even read right now for me. So, but I do want to get through so that I can show you the books that I got for my birthday in case there's some that you might be interested in as well. So let's just put this in perspective. So we did book haul number 1 where I showed you, I don't know, was it 4 books? I think they were Caribbean themed. And I was trying to take the books and find a category or a genre so that I can kind of group them together. But today, it's not Lord & Taylor I bought them from, but it's a Lord & Taylor bag I had. I'm going to do mystery. I'm going to show you some of the mystery books that I selected. But to put it into perspective, we still got a whole bunch more books to go through. So for today, we'll do this. The other thing, I don't know if I showed you all the t-shirt that I got. That's so pretty. I don't know if I showed you it last time. Isn't that cute? I love it. I think it's going to be so cool. So this is also a t-shirt I got for that. All right. Okay, so let's start with mystery. I like lots of different, I guess, subcategories in the mysteries genre. But my first one I'm going to talk to you about is an author that I've been reading since she first published, and you've heard me talk about her on this channel quite often, and her name is Sujata Masay. And I started out, I think what I'm going to do is a video of her books because I have all of her books, and I'll talk about the books, and it will be spoiler free, but it would be just really neat for you to kind of see the different books that she has. When I started out with her books, this will age me, I think this one was 1997. So I might not have been born then, but yes, I was here then. But this is her first book, and this is The Salaryman's Wife. And this one follows Rei Shimura. She's 27-year-old. I think she's an English teacher in Japan. She is also an antiques dealer. And so you learn a lot about, in each of the books, they're themed about different topics surrounding Japanese culture, and that's what I really loved about them. And this one, I believe, it explores her experience there, and also her, talking about the antiques business. I believe that's in the first one. If I'm not sure, I know that there's a little bit of more romance in this one than some of the other ones. But it was really good. And from that, she started to do some other books. I reviewed on here, if I can find it. I don't know if I did a single video that talked about the Sleeping Dictionary. But if I did, I'll link it below. That one really, was such a good book. It was a big chunkster, but it was so, so good. So she's written a lot of some standalone books outside of that Rei Shimura series, because that came to an end, unfortunately. And she started this new series, which I've talked about here. And this one is the Pervine mystery novels. And the first book was The Widows of Malabar Hill, which I have read and really loved. And she did Sujata had done a lot of research. She does for each of her books when she goes back to India to explore aspects of the culture and the history, and incorporates them into her stories. In this particular one, she's talking about and did a lot of research on the first lawyer in India, and what that meant, how, the struggles. Pervine is embodying that character. It's not like a straight, her story, but it gives you a little perspective on that. And it gives you a perspective of what's going on in the time, also in the country. So I absolutely love this one. The second one came out, I don't know when the second came out. This is the second one. The second one came out in 2019, okay? And so this is the first time I started this, and then I think there was a readathon or something, and I dropped it, and I said, I'll come back to it because I love her books and I know I can read it. and I never finished it. So I am going to finish this one, and this is the first time I'm ever going to have this experience with her books, because usually I read her book and I wait and wait and wait for the next book to come out, and it's, you know, usually a year at least. And so I'm really excited that I'm going to be able to read 2 in a row in a series. I think that's going to be a cool experience. So this one I'm going to read, which is the second in the series, and then this is the one I got for my birthday book haul. Don't fall over there. As this one is called The Bombay Prince. And the covers are fabulous. If you look at the books, like, you know, if you're a book collector and you love it on your shelf, these look really great together. They look good like this. They're all about the same size. Maybe I think the first one was a little bit bigger, probably because it was just establishing who the character was. But so I'll have these 2 to read, you know, next, and to do them together. So I'm excited about that. So my birthday book haul was The Bombay Prince, a Pervine mystery book series. Can't talk today. All right, so there's that. And I'm super excited. Actually, I'll put it right there. All right, so the next one, I can't remember where I heard. One thing is I love to read books, like genres that I like. I'd like to read them from other countries, and to see how they lay out a story, etc. And one genre that is very interesting to explore is mystery. Mystery, you know, I mean, you always think there's like a formula and you just kind of follow it and boom, boom, boom. But I have noticed the different nuances when I've read other books in from other countries when they write mysteries. And this is a Japanese author that has just recently, they've translated one of his books, but in Japan, he is very well appreciated and received. And so I'm excited to read it. What I will say is some of the Japanese mysteries that I have read in the past, some of them tend to be a little bit more dark. And so it's always, sometimes it pushes me out of my comfort zone. I don't say that I only read just cozy, because cozy is very light and easy. I do read other mysteries, but I do think that there's certain topics, there's certain areas that I get very uncomfortable when they come up. So this does not sound like that at all. It's actually blurbed and referenced in a Agatha Christie book. This one's called The Dikagon House Murders, the Japanese cult classic mystery by Yukito Ayatsuji. And this one it's based, or not based, but it's similar, or it's inspired, it said, by And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. And it says a lonely rock-bound island of Tsunojima is notorious as the site of a series of bloody, unsolved murders. Some even say it's haunted. One thing for sure is the perfect destination for the K University Mystery Club's trip. But when the first club member turns up dead, the remaining amateur sleuths realize they need all of their murder mystery expertise to get off the island alone. As the parties are picked off one by one, the survivors grow desperate and paranoid, turning on each other. Will anyone be able to untangle the murder's fiendish plan before it's too late? So it sounds good. Easy, good. It sounds all good. So that's the Dikagon House Murders. And that's what it looks like. Cover's good, and it's soft paperback. I'm loving it. I'm loving paperbacks right now, big time. The next one, I saw this, pre-ordered it. I had to. I think I talked about it. I might have talked about it in the video before. But this one is called The Dead Girls, a Harlem Renaissance Mystery by Nikisha Afiyah. This is the cover. Let's get some cover love there. So pretty. Even the back is pretty on it. But look at the cover. So I love this as a historical fiction. I was just attached to it. It has black characters. It's just in the Harlem Renaissance. I just was like, I gotta read this. This is Harlem, 1926. Young black women like Louise Lloyd are ending up dead following a harrowing kidnapping ordeal when she was in her teens. Louise is doing everything she can to maintain a normal life. She's succeeding too. She spends her days working at Maggie's Cafe and her night at the Zodiac, Harlem's hottest speakeasy. Louise's friends, especially her girlfriend Rosa Maria Moreno, might say she's running from her past and the notoriety that she stalks her. But don't tell her that. When a girl turns up dead in front of the cafe, Louise is forced to confront something she's been trying to ignore. 2 other local black girls have been murdered in the past few weeks. After an altercation with a police officer gets her arrested, Louise is given an ultimatum. She can either help solve the case or wind up in a jail cell. Louise has no choice but to investigate and to soon find herself toe-to-toe with a murderous mastermind hell-bent on taking more lives, maybe even her own. And this is the beginning of a series. Who's going to be reading this? This is going to be good. It's got to be good. It's got to be good, right? Right. The setup and everything sounds like it's going to be good, and being able to get the context of that time period and everything. Oh, I'm waiting for that one. I can't even. And the cover, I just love it. The cover, I love looking at. And the other thing is that when they're a paperback, I always take off the sleeve when I read the other books. So it's like when it's a paperback and the cover is there, you get to enjoy it while you're reading it. Like I'll stop or I put it down and I'll be like, like looking at it. Or I see it like set over on the chair or whatever, and I'm like, oh, that looks so good. And I just want to read it more. Whereas when I take the sleeves off these books, they look boring. So anyway, I sidetracked, I digress. Okay, so my last book is a book that a series that I've been watching for a long time, and I've been wanting to get it, and I'm like, yeah, I'll get it. I have enough books. And it's the Inspector Montalbano mystery by Andre Camilleri, and it's The Shape of Water. It's the first of an Italian detective series, and it was written a while back. The author actually passed away in 2019, but I think there's over 20 books that have been translated from Italian to English that we can read. So I'm all on it. I know some people don't like series, but I love it. I think it's fun. It's fun sometimes. It's like just being with friends again, to reconnect with similar characters and to kind of go through a new case or a new story. So this one, oh my goodness, bloopers. This one, I'll tell you what it says in the back. It says, "You see, one thing is certain. Luparello died of natural causes. Officially speaking, I have no reason to be investigating. When the body of a respected and prominent engineer, Silvio Luparello, is discovered in the Pastura, a rubbish-strewn site brimming with drug dealers and prostitutes, the coroner's verdict is death from natural causes. Refreshingly unusual for Sicily. But Inspector Salvo Montalbano of the Vigata police force, as honest as he is as streetwise and as scathing to fools and villains as he is compassionate to their victims, is not ready to close the case, despite pressure from the Vigata's police chief, judge, and bishop. Picking his way through a labyrinth of high comedy corruptions, carefully planted false clues, trigger-happy mafia members, and delicious Sicilian fare, Montalbano, I'll get it right. I have 20 books to get it right. It can be relied on, whatever the cost, to get to the heart of the matter. So fun, light. In Italy, I'll probably be hungry when I'm reading the books. I'm excited to finally start this series. So these are the mystery books that I got in my haul. I think what I'm going to do, since it's so hot, I'm going to try to chug on and do some more videos, record more videos today so I can share these books. Otherwise, we'll be like months out to try to get through this, really, for real, these bags of books. So anyways, these are the ones. This is the mystery ones, to see if there's any here that you guys like. This one kind of matches my shirt. I'm so excited to do this one. It's a twofer. That month, when I do it, I'm going to do Boom Boom. And I'm not waiting to March Mystery Madness. I'm totally going to do these books earlier than that. This one is, they're all speaking to me. If there was just 2 of me so that I could get more books read, because I'm so slow. Those are the books that I'm going to read. I hope you guys are all well. I'm sorry I'm taking so long to make videos. It is so hot here. I just want to lay down and sleep. I don't know. Just, you feel no energy when it's like this. And it's just heavy on you. And I've been drinking a lot of water and going to the bathroom. So I'm really not, and knocking everything over today. So I hope you guys are well. I'm going to do another video. This is book haul part 2, part 3. So I'm going to probably be in the same clothes. Y'all just pretend I'm wearing something different. And I'm going to film the rest of them, or at least a couple more today, so I can knock them out and share them with you, so I can talk about some other things with you guys. I hope you're well. Let me know what you're reading, and if you've read any of these, if you're excited about some of these, I'm loving it. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.